Welcome to Coffee and Candor. This is Amber.
Chris.
Ross.
And Brandy.
Thank you for pointing at each of us, giving us our cues, because we were confused.
So, we're talking about things that have pissed us off in the past, couple weeks, I guess?
However long you want.
Weeks.
This is your baby.
Yeah.
Well, my first one is my father.
Jumping into the daddy issues with both feet.
He was never in my life.
How are you not a stripper?
I've got the
she
name.
Is named like a stripper.
Oh, you're one to talk.
Okay, fair point.
Yeah, Amber's middle name is Frost. So
mine is Deshay.
And well, yeah, but in movies, Amber's always like the hooker, the stripper, the porn girl.
I can't say anything, or
and
I'm
then
gonna
you
get
add
punched.
Frost to it.
He's like, I got nothing.
Oh no, I've got it all. I just can't say it.
So anyway, he's never been in my life, and I didn't meet him I've only met him once when I was 17.
Well, and I think it's important to note that not only was he not in your life, but Papa was literally a Rolling Stone. You get siblings out of the woodwork all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you have, like five siblings?
Well,
I think so.
You're
From
in your
him?
30s. You're almost 40 years old.
Him, hold on, I gotta.
I know it's at least
I gotta
three.
separate my mom and my dad.
No, I know you
There's
have
me,
at least three from him.
There's
The
Brandy Lynn,
two in New York,
and Autumn and James. So there's four of us that we know of.
Yeah, when you're almost 40 years old and you're still finding out about siblings.
A 10-year gap somewhere, I think. So there's got to be more floating around.
That you don't know about?
He wasn't celibate.
Unless he was in the pokey. And he might not have been celibate then either.
He might have entered the convent.
But anyway, so he got married. I don't know when, but
Is he still married?
No, she died. But she had a kid, so he became
not his kid though.
No,
right.
She had a kid before.
first.
Right.
So he became a stepfather, and he talks about his daughter, putting air quotes all the time. So,
which is his stepdaughter.
The other day he posted this meme, and it says,
"How old was she? Like, was she still young?
She was little.
Okay.
Yeah, probably like 5, 6, maybe. I don't know. She was young. So the other day he posted this meme, and it says, "I'm not the stepfather. I'm the father that stepped up."
Really?
Oh,
really?
That's what made me unfollow him.
And I had my fingers over that keyboard staring at it because I wanted to post something. I just wanted to comment something.
Yeah, me
so
too.
bad.
Because I almost commented, "No, the fuck you're not."
Wow.
But I don't know how he raised her and all this.
I know how he didn't raise the other four.
I know they're close. So I mean, I wanted to say something, but part of me didn't want to take anything away from what they have.
Right. I mean, I get that, and I think that showed a lot of restraint.
See,
but I totally understand why you were like, "Oh, really?"
See, part of me wanted to say something, and the other part didn't give a fuck what they have. So there's that.
Well, because you were angry for Amber because you love Eno, and I totally get that.
Dude, I stared at that fucking post for probably 5 minutes.
Oh, my God, me too.
And y'all know I don't make decisions slowly. I'm pretty quick on the draw. And I was like, I better not. I mean, I had the reply up. And I was like, oh, no.
Well, I mean, that takes...
I was so mad. I didn't even know what I wanted to write. I wanted to write something. But then Chris posted this other day. A deadbeat dad...
I posted this specifically at him.
A deadbeat dad tells everyone he loves and misses his kids, but makes no effort to see them. Doesn't pay his way to better their lives, and doesn't put his kids on his priorities list. So next time you hear how much he loves and misses them, inform him actions speak louder than words. And to his kids, his love seems like hate.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's easy to say, I stepped up. Well... while you were stepping up to raise somebody else's, you couldn't even...
Yeah, you stepped up 20% of the time.
Yeah.
What about your...
And you're going to brag about that?
Yeah, what about your 4 biological kids that you've never met? Mm-hmm.
And so have any of your siblings ever met him at all?
James, he raised James for maybe like 5 years or something.
So he was in his level.
And then he left.
He went to get cigarettes and never came back?
Probably.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know the whole story.
And Autumn, he told her, "Well, I guess you're not my cup of tea."
Yeah.
Or some shit like that.
Yeah, because, she spoke her mind and he said, "You're really not my cup of tea."
Well,
So basically, I wasn't around to raise you, and you should kiss my ass, and because you have an opinion, and
So after Chris posted that, maybe like an hour later or something, Virgil shared this. Happiness is when you realize your kid's turning out to be really good people.
Yeah, she told me that and I almost went to his page again and been like, you wouldn't fucking know.
Oh,
yeah, no kidding.
Well, if they did, you didn't have a goddamn thing to do with it.
Yeah,
So I don't know if James talks to him. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know Autumn, I know she does it. She wants
Right.
nothing to do with them. Brandy Lynn, I don't think wants anything to do with anybody.
Now,
Brandy Lynn doesn't want anything to do with any man because she hates
Did
guys.
Autumn
with
and
passion.
Brandy Lynn have the same mom?
No.
Okay, so these are all.
Brandy Lynn's mom is a phenomenal bitch.
But like all his kids have different moms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Brandy Lynn's mom is, insanely hateful and just loves to start fucking arguments. Good God Almighty. Her mom is so bad, Amber had to block her.
Wow.
Yep.
It's like anything I posted, she wanted to start a fight about.
Yeah. It's like,
I don't understand like people that do that on your posts and stuff. It's like, why? It's like, to me it's disrespectful. I don't go, like if somebody posts something I don't agree with, I just don't say anything.
yeah, most of the time I just, I think about posting something and then
I just don't say
keep on
anything.
scrolling.
And if it pisses me off enough that I have to do something, then I post it on mine. But I don't say it on theirs because your page is your forum.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to have whatever views you want to have on your page, just like I do on mine. So I just don't understand people that do that. Like, what do they think they're going to accomplish?
So yeah, I have 5 siblings. I had to count. I had to make sure. So there's 6 of us total. None of us share parents. The same
From your dad.
set of parents.
You
My
think-
mom and dad.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was
yeah,
gonna say, I
None
knew
of
you
us
had
have the same 2 parents.
Because on her mom's side, it's her
and
her brother and her sister in
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Lonnie's actually in New York now, but whatever. And then on her dad's side, it's her and the 2 in New York and the 1 in Louisiana.
Yep.
So, yeah. What else is pissed?
So now,
sorry.
how did Lonnie get in New York?
He probably flew.
Well, no, I mean,
he's doing some kind of
Oh, it's like work related.
Christian
Yeah,
camp.
I think it's like a class or
Okay.
Yeah.
some sort
Well, I
of
was
course.
trying to figure out, like, if you're like,
No.
if it just happened to work
I
out
think
that
it's
way.
some kind of course he's taken or school. Some
I think
kind
it
of
was
school.
New York.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what else has pissed us off?
Well, no one can drive but Ross.
Oh, whatever.
Ross has such road rage. If you see our car, just get off the
Whatever.
goddamn road.
Okay, no, not whatever, man. I've seen you start shit with motherfuckers.
Whatever.
Now look what you've done.
Motherfucker not put on a blinker. Hey, fuck you! What are you doing? You fucking pulling up beside him, rolling the window down and shit. It's like,
Driving
man,
with his toes and
What?
Seriously.
hanging waist deep out the window, flipping motherfuckers off, throwing bags of hammers at them and shit.
Oh,
Key in their car as you drive by.
as you drive by. We love you, Pookie.
I'm not even talking
No,
to you
fuck all
anymore.
y'all. I don't like you guys.
You can
I'm not
walk
even
home.
talking to you anymore.
Oh, baby.
Better start walking now, motherfucker.
Yep.
Oh, baby.
It was like 8 miles.
Jesus, so many things piss me off.
Well, let's start
I piss-
letting them fly.
Like doctors. Like if I show up 5 minutes late, they won't let me in. But let me sit there a half an hour, 2 hours, and then when you go up there and ask, they look like, what? It's like I've aged. That's what.
Yeah, I've never understood that. You show up 15 minutes late and you get a fee.
Yeah, or they refuse to see you at all.
Yeah.
And then, but by God, you're supposed to just sit there, cool your jets,
clear your calendar.
because you're gonna be here, bitch.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
Well, and I spend a lot of time at doctors' offices, so it's a big pet peeve for me.
Yeah, you'd think you'd have like priority placement.
Nah, like they're like she's not actively dying. Can wait.
This isn't an emergency clinic. I don't know what the hell you expected. You know what's changed since the last time you were here? Nothing.
You still got the same fucked up shit. What are you mad about, Ross?
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Aww.
Well, he has poopy pink eye. I think that's something to be mad about.
So we need to clarify that though, because Ross works for the city of North Little Rock, and we've been having some substantial flooding due
500-year flood.
Yeah, like 500-year flood. And so Ross has been.
Well, he did 40 hours of overtime last weekend.
God. And part of that was putting up the barricades and the shit like that. And apparently part of the sewer water flooded, and Ross has come down with a case of double pink eye.
Yeah, and they said it's probably from like.
Well, we know what it's. We know what it's from. It's from fucking poopy water.
Or it could be the poopy.
Well, probably poopy water mist.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're being honest, you're probably lucky you don't have pink lung too.
Yeah. Well.
If that's a thing. Yeah.
And I will say this, something that has pissed me off in the last 2 weeks. You know, I hate to say this because people are probably going to get offended, but
I bet they won't.
You know, everybody talks about police and fire being first responders, but I got news for you. I work for City Public Works. We're pretty much first responders because if they're out doing something, we're out doing it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the thing is, we're not going down here and shutting this road off to make you late or screw your life up
you are.
or anything else.
I don't believe that.
It's to protect the people out there.
Yeah.
And when you're dumb enough to ignore the stuff, go around it, move it out of the way or whatever, then you want to come whine.
Yeah, no.
That my car died, or this happened, or that whatever.
Well, but it did that after you moved the motherfucking barricade and drove through the 3 foot of water.
Yeah,
that there was a barricade to stop you from doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and weren't you talking about fucking the little boy that got swept away?
Oh yeah, him and his mother decided
I
to go.
can see a kid doing some bonehead shit like this, but an adult, mother,
him and his mother decided to
go down to Riverview Park is where the skate park is in North Little Rock.
Okay.
And
like skateboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it has a concrete bowl and everything, the whole deal. And
they wanted to go swimming.
It actually started to. Well, wait a minute. It actually started to flood on May the 24th. It started before we started really getting the effects.
Okay.
At this point, it's all the way over the road. We've had the park closed for 2 weeks now.
Wow.
They decided to drive down there around stuff or walk down there around stuff, whatever, and go down there and go swimming in the floodwater.
An adult made this decision.
All right, sometimes...
And then got swept over into some backwater. They didn't get out into the main channel because they probably would have never been seen again. Mm-hmm. And we had police and fire. Police had their drones up with the FLIR cameras and all that, trying to find, and finally found them in some of the backwater where they'd gotten kind of swept over into it.
I have to think that that's probably survival of the fittest.
Yeah. I kind of do too.
Yeah, but think about all those, all the manpower that was out looking for them. Mm-hmm.
That needed to be somewhere else.
Yeah. And the thing is, Brandy and I have kind of experienced disaster. We had our house destroyed by a tornado. Yes, I understand. You want to get to your home, see what's there, whatever. But really, is that more important than your life?
Well, yeah, and you're not gonna be able to see shit while it's still underwater anyway.
No.
Fuck that. Well, the time for saving shit has passed, and you need to let these fucking waters recede. Yeah. So you can get down there and your shit's already totaled. Mm-hmm. You don't need to die on top of it.
No. I'm surprised they let all those people in their RVs at the Jimmy Buffett thing. I mean, people were standing.
Tell them what they were doing.
Yeah, wow, that was
their grills
amazing.
Out there,
Here's what happened. Now, when the water actually got up high enough inside Riverfront Park that we put the gates into the seawall. Mm-hmm. There's actually had been several meetings about where, whether or not to do, because all the tailgating stuff for Jimmy Buffett was originally planned to be inside the seawall. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of meetings, and eventually they decided to go ahead with the tailgating. We closed Riverfront Drive, which is 2 lanes. It's real wide. It's 2 lanes each direction. Has a median in the center and everything else. Which hey, you tell us what to do, we'll get it done. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and then we had, I guess it was Friday. No, it was Thursday night, because that's right. I ended up working 20 hours that day.
Yeah.
But